got something to show you guys today. Well, it's getting back to that time again, so Jared hooked up both the discovators. I've already done some work with the big discavator. The 8040 was here in the shop because it was having problems with its hydraulic flow. It wasn't giving enough oomph that could barely pick this thing up, but it just got done getting worked on. So that's a good thing. It's ready to rock and roll now. So we're gonna probably get it out of here. And I gotta show you this over here. There's our poopy electric power washer. So here's the 300. And got the 3-point arms off the back of it, so that we're gonna put them in the shed. New Holland came up and did that. But this is in this is just preparing. There, I can get that word out today. Preparing for delivery coming. So leave your guesses in the comment section below what that delivery is. But yeah, it's getting closer to that season, so your guesses are probably gonna start getting closer. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing moved out of the way. Then we're gonna take the skid steer, pick up those 3-point arms, put them here in the shed, up on the rack in the corner, so that they're out of the way and they're not a big pain in the butt. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, guess we can go work some dirt. Use the 9482. We're gonna go work some of the terraces Grandpa built. We'll see how good this mic's cover works, because it's really windy right now. Very windy. Well, we're making our way out there. Aden's in the very comfortable buddy seat. Yeah, fun stuff. I didn't tell Aden that this is probably the farthest away farm that we have. So yeah, it's taken a while, and we are, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, we are cruising 18 miles an hour in the 9482. So yeah, pretty slow. Actually, very slow compared to what we're used to. Well, we made it. Come on, unfold the rest of the way. There we go. So yeah, here's the terraces we gotta work up, make it nice and smooth so they're ready for planting season. Aden and me are hot in this thing. The AC decided to not work as well as it was at the beginning of the ride. So yeah, and I'm wearing muck boots. Not very smart. But yeah, here's the new terraces. They're not as steep as some of the ones I've used to. Oh boy, if you guys can hear me right now and this wind, then this mic cover's really working. But yeah, there's a 9482. It's actually a nice day out today. It's just hot inside the fish tank of a cab. But yeah, got the big discavator here. We're ready to rock and roll.
Terraces and ditches and stuff like that. We have wheat here to help keep the soil together and stop erosion. So yeah, we're working this dirt so it's not as rough during planting time. And yeah, it's pretty windy out here. I'm gonna I want to see what the mic is doing and how well it's doing during this wind. It's like super windy out. So yeah. 9482 is doing a pretty good job. So yeah. Well, we're done here. Aden's behind the tire checking the tire pressure. And we're heading home. Got all the terraces looking pretty. They're nice and smooth and ready. Planting season. So it won't be so rough when we're planting them. But yeah, pretty nice terraces. Pretty hot here in the cab because AC is kind of crappy. Aden's very upset that he decided to come with me after realizing how bad the AC was. So yeah, we're gonna be heading home now, and that's about all I got to tell you. So I am right inside of barns 1 and 2. This is our oldest hog barn. You guys have never been in the hog barns yet, but I thought it'd be a good time to bring you guys in since we are doing some remodeling or some upgrades or upkeep, you could say. We've got new slats that have been put in this hog barn. So as you can tell, there's kind of a color difference. And yeah, so this is where the feeders normally are. That's where you can see most of the damage in these older slats, especially on this side too. You can see the spots where the feeders are as you go down. And then we got new slats all the way back already. They've got new slats from here all the way back, and they've already started putting the feeders back in the places that they belong. But yeah, this is the cool tool they use to pick up the slat and put the new one in its place. These barns are about 4 slats wide, or at least the room is 4 slats wide. And so yeah, these slats are a lot heavier than you think. If you put 3 of them on the front of a skid steer, you'll start feeling it, and the back tire will start picking up. So normally in a barn like this, there wouldn't be a hole like that. So normally there is a tarp or a curtain, you could say. It's a curtain, not a tarp. I don't know how I came up with the tarp. A curtain in this spot. But they had to rip out the curtain so that they could bring the slats in, put it on the dolly, and then take it over to that little crane thing that they have. But yeah, so this room has already got the brand new flooring put in. The only thing it's got left to be done is it needs the concrete right down the middle, kind of hold the slats kind of on their side and in place. That's all they got to do left in this barn. But yeah, thought it was pretty cool. Want to show you guys this. Yeah, I think it's pretty neat how they do this and how much they've gotten done in, like, I think it's been about 2 weeks. But they also are putting up the bins, putting up brand new bins too, so that's pretty neat. We got new bins for 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4. But yeah, so they take it, they pick up the slats. So there's the new slats, and there's some of the old slats over there. They pick it up with the pallet forks and they drive it up here, and they put it on the dolly, and then they take it over there, and then they put the new slat, or take the old slat out and put the new one in. Thought it was pretty neat. Want to show you guys that.
So here's some of the new slats. Nice and shiny, nice and flat and straight. Yeah, so here's some of them, and then here's some of the old ones. You can see the kind of the colors a little bit different, and they're starting to have a little bit of wear and tear on them. But yeah, 18 years old slats. This one looks like one that a feeder was sitting on. You can see this stuff right here. This is some of the concrete stuff that actually we apply ourselves to kind of fill in these holes, especially around these feeders. This is where the concrete slats kind of eat up the most, so you kind of put some more on there so it holds together better. That's some of the regular maintenance you got to do, especially whenever they get a little bit older. But yeah, here's some more of them. Old slats. But yeah, 18 years old, kind of crazy. And these things are really heavy. I'm honestly surprised they stacked them. That one 4. They stacked that one 4. Normally they'd stack them about 3, because that's about as much as you can pick up, unless you got a pretty good sized machine, which they do. They got a little guy, but then they got a big one too. They're also putting up new bins. This barn doesn't have new bins put up yet, but it does have all the augers teared down already. They're ready for the new bins. The new bins are already built. They're just hiding behind here. Yeah, 3 and 4's already got the brand new bins put up and the augers put back into place. But they've got the bins built, they just haven't put them in their spots yet. But yeah, thought that was pretty neat. Wanted to show you guys that. So they did the exact same thing in this room. They had the curtain down, but they put up brand new wood and put the curtain back up, so it's ready to rock and roll. So we got a lot of trash and junk to pick up here. Something not to look forward to, but thought it was pretty neat. Wanted to show you guys the new slats. So all this wood and this big pile here that you might have seen earlier is because they go in between the slats. Just make it easier to handle the slats, especially with the weight. And with the new ones, they put a board in between every single slat, so that's why there's so many of them in that pile right there. So up here at 3 and 4, already got the brand new bins put up. They're nice and shiny. Well, yeah. Three and 4 isn't getting new flooring yet, but it did get the brand new bins. But yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. Wanted to show you guys that. Looking pretty slick. And here's all the rest of the brand new slats. These are all the slats that are needed for just barn 2. Barn 1's almost finished up, as I've already showed you guys. But those are all the slats that need to go into barn 2. So that's a lot of slats. It's a lot.